Hey everyone, I'm your host Jacob Brightman, and welcome back to the Report Card. Each week, I invite an insider from Cromwell High School to discuss current hot topics in education. Then, wait till the end to see what grade CHS gets. In this week's episode, we're discussing art at CHS, ranging from the classes to what goes on behind the scenes and to what the future holds. Joining me in the Soundbox Podcast Studio today is someone who is no stranger here, the art teacher, Miss Obasi.
Hello, thank you for having me again.
Of course. So before we dive into the interview, it's time to give you a taste of your own medicine. It's time for the pop quiz.
I'm scared.
First, how long have you been teaching at CHS?
This is my first year here.
What is your favorite sports team?
Gotta be whatever one my husband's involved with, gotta keep loyalty to the fam.
What's been your favorite place that you've lived?
Ottawa, Canada. We were there for 5 years. Amazing. Love it.
Where did you go to college?
I started at Southern, and then rent in New Haven was just too expensive, so I transferred to CCSU for my last student teaching year and graduated through there. And then I did graduate work up at Kingston University in Canada.
How many pets do you have?
100 million. I have, you actually have to do the math, 7 chickens. My daughter has a pet rat. We've got 2 fish tanks. We've got a dog, we've got a cat, and I probably am forgetting somebody.
Basically a zoo is what I'm hearing.
A menagerie, yes.
Yeah. What's your favorite song right now?
My favorite song right now? Oh, it's ever changing. It's so funny that you asked that because my kids in class are like, can you stop playing these songs? Hear it every day. Oh my gosh, favorite song right now. You know what it is? It's a revisit song. Dermot Kennedy, After Rain, from 2 minutes on is magical.
We would play it if it wasn't copyrighted, but it sounds good. What's the first famous art piece that comes to mind?
It would be, first that comes to mind is Man with the Guitar from Picasso's Blue Period.
Good choice. I'll give you 100 on this pop quiz.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Winning.
We'll continue after a quick word from our sponsor. Are you interested in investigating top stories around Cromwell High School? Perhaps you have a passion for photography, writing, or interviewing? Luckily, joining the CHS Newspaper Club is as easy as signing up to go to Mr. McGuff's room every other Friday during advisory. The Panther Press offers a great opportunity to gain journalistic experience and understand the world through a new lens, so see you there. All right, welcome back. Can you walk us through a typical day in the art room?
Typical day in the art room. I come in there with my coffee. I start prepping materials, getting things out that we need for the day, checking emails, Google Classroom. You come in, you sit down. I kind of get you started for the day. I might intro a new lesson. I might demo. And I try and give kids as much possible time to get hands-on work done. I call that studio time. Really chill energy. Everybody's working. Everybody's focused in on whatever it is we're working on. Cleanup time, wrap it up, review what's to come, and that's really what a class typically looks like.
What classes do you currently teach, and what's unique about each of them?
Right now, I'm teaching Intro to Art, 2 sections of sculpture, and mixed media. And what else? Oh my gosh, I'm missing one. And AP Art. What's unique about them is AP Art is very individually driven. It's tailored to each individual, what they're really interested in, what they want to explore. A lot of one-to-one instruction there and one-to-one conferencing. They have built a portfolio all year, and then we submitted that to College Board, which can't wait to get their scores back. No, they're going to do amazing. And now AP is working on individual murals. So that was built into the curriculum where each student gets to create like a final individual mural piece to leave behind. So AP is quite different. Intro to Art is a little bit of everything. Right now we're finishing up our colored pencil unit, focusing on photorealistic realism. Sculpture, right now they're building 3D letters that represent something that matters to them. So very hands-on all semester for sculpture.
How do you factor in digital art in your classes?
So that is coming 2025-2026 launch. We are launching an art class that is analog and digital. So analog is by hand. We only have 4 or 5 iPads. So what we're going to do is small group instruction to get kids comfortable with Procreate, which is probably the most popular. I might get some clapback for that because my digital artists have strong opinions, but that's where we're really going to kind of hone in on that piece. In AP Art, if a student prefers digital, of course, they have the choice to do so. So I try and give choice wherever possible, but still honoring mastering analog techniques.
Going back to the murals you mentioned, our school can be rather bland and beige in some areas.
It's very beige sometimes.
Yeah. What murals are your students working on, and how is that improving how our school looks?
OMG. So we've taken on like 11 murals this year. Will we finish all 11? That is the question, National Art Honor Society. But right now, you might have seen some that are already done. Fatima did the choir room mural, which is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It stretches all across the choir room hallway. Almasa designed the senior mural, which is Great Gatsby themed. So that was voted on by the senior class, and the NHS seniors helped her paint that. Cairo's working on an independent piece, which is going to be awesome, mixed media. That will be hanging somewhere. Antonio finished the English mural. That was a digital print. That's in the English hallway. We have Raven and Simon and the NHS working on a giant open book in the English hallway as well. So if you wander down there, you'll see it. We have Fatima doing a bunch of digital pieces. Anna Marie doing a textured piece. We have a lot going on, but the goal is to fill the hallways with student artwork and have it almost be like a living gallery, of our students' talents and visions in real time.
You also run the NAHS. How's it been so far this year, and what events have you guys helped out with?
I love being the advisor for the NAHS, and I had never done an honor society before coming here. I've always done like just an art club or a mural club or something like that. So the honor society element has been really fun and really interesting. We've done so many events. Just to name a few, we have done collecting Christmas at Cromwell Historical Society. So we made like ornaments, bowls, paintings. We decorated a room there for that big event. We did trick or trunk. So we built a giant display, dressed up, handed out candy. That was super fun. We did a Valentine's Day fundraiser. We did a Chipotle fundraiser. We participated in Black History Showcase. We did a little art show. We participated in Student Equity Week. We did an art show. We are running face painting for Field Day. We participated in Coffee House. I'm probably forgetting a bajillion, but we did a lot this year.
Yeah, certainly a lot.
Yeah.
How'd you guys help out with the spring musical?
We did the tombstones for the spring musical. So we helped build and paint and add 3D clay to make them look realistic, and they came out awesome. And stage crew came in. You were there.
Yes, I was.
Stage crew came in and worked with us. So that was a really cool collaboration, and we're looking forward to doing more of that next year.
As a rather new teacher, how has it been adjusting to Cromwell?
It immediately feels like home for me. Even right when I saw the room and I walked in, I was like, oh, it just feels like home. The staff has been amazing. The students are incredible. This definitely feels like home, and I want to stay forever.
Yay.
AKA until retirement, if they'll have me. Love it.
How have you decorated the art room? As you mentioned, it's like home for you.
Well, I actually have to shout out to myself for getting voted one of the 2 best classrooms. I believe I won that superlative. I just tried to add color and art on the walls that speaks to me and kind of helps inspire my students. And it's really nice that they enjoy it in there, even though it's a mess half the time. But,
It's part
we're
of the
doing our
experience.
best. Yeah.
Beauty is an eye of the beholder. So how do you grade artwork?
So that's an excellent question. Students often will be like, well, what would this get me? And I'm like, I can't just look at it and grade you. So I always use a rubric, right? So it's usually broken up into various aspects. Number 1 would be the lesson objective. So whether that be a specific technique, how much did you master that? Second is craftsmanship. So how neat and complete is it? Then it would be, artist behaviors. Like, did you use your studio time accurately? Like, were you focused? Were you trying your best? And things like that. So the rubric is always broken up into the various elements of the project. And I try and sit with students and be like, where do you think you fell on this? Where do you think you fell on that? So we can kind of discuss it together and have an understanding. But art is so subjective. So you have to really break it up into something that's gradable, right? I don't really think my opinion or anyone else's is more superior than anyone's, right? It's more about like, did you master what we set out to do with this piece?
Beyond art, what skills or values do you hope students gain?
I would say leadership. I would say confidence. That's why, maintaining a safe space is so important for me in my room. Like, that is number 1. That's the first thing that I'll say the day 1 of a semester is this is a safe space. We want everybody to feel okay to express themselves without fear of judgment or ridicule, right? Yeah, I just want them to feel confident to create how they want to create, put themselves into their artwork, and have that safety to experiment and find who they are as an artist.
Yeah. In the context of schools in general, how important is art?
I feel like it's so important for developing innovation skills. I feel like, especially with everything, answers just being at our fingertips with our devices, I just fear that we will lose that skill of innovation and creativity. So I feel like it's crucial, and I really hope that arts across the country continue to be supported, because it's one of those kind of things that you're like, don't let it fall through the cracks. It's so important.
Your art program is only at the very beginning. What does the future hold?
So we totally did a revamp for next year. So we added, like we said, the drawing classes. We added AP 3D, AP drawing. So that way kids that want to go further in art have like a choice, an umbrella of what sort of they fit into as artists. We also added ceramics, so we're going to have a full semester class of just clay. So again, that's kids either love it or hate it. Like I have kids that are like, I don't want to touch that stuff. It's gross. It dries out my hands. And then there's kids that are like, clay, clay, clay. So that will be available to them. So basically, we've got intro to art, which is everything, right? Think of that as step one. Then we have all of the sort of media-based classes, drawing, painting, sculpture, ceramics, to sort of find what it is that you love. And then if you want to continue, then there's the step 3, which is the AP. So all of those fit under one of those umbrellas. We'll see how that goes. I would love to add more classes if possible, but I am only one human. So we will see. But I'd love to add like level 2s for the really popular classes and things like that.
Great to see where it goes in the future.
Yeah.
And now a quick message from our sponsor. Hey everyone, think you're up to date on Cromwell High School's top stories? Think again. Do you really know what's going on in the news? I bet you don't. Good thing the Panther Press is in the library. Head there to check out the CHS newspaper's latest April edition so you get students' take on recent school events and worldwide events. Additionally, challenge yourself with a crossword puzzle, unscramble some words, and laugh at the comic. Whether you're an avid reader or you've only used a newspaper to protect the table while painting, don't miss your chance to pick up a copy of the Panther Press. Support our talented writers and educate yourself about what is happening in Cromwell High School and the wider world. Again, don't forget to get your hands on the brand new 9th edition found in the library. To wrap things up, let's give CH a grade based on how we foster creativity and allow the arts to flourish. From an F to an A, where do you think we stand and why?
We're going a 105
Wow,
A+.
Best grade so far.
I'll tell you why. Since coming here, I've been incredibly supported as an educator from Mr. Kuckel, the Board of Ed, Dr. Macri. They got us all new ceramic wheels because ours were probably from like the 1950s. And those were really expensive. So to be supported that vastly right off the bat is incredible. I was also fully supported on the art curriculum and program revamp. The kids are amazing. They want to do art. They want more art classes. So all around, amazing, very supportive, very creative, very artistic community. Super, super happy and grateful.
In order to get to 110%, where do you see room for improvement?
Room for improvement? I think that would fall on my end, just continuing to develop the program and giving kids what they want to see in the program of studies. I think that would be something that I need to do. So I look forward to figuring that out and doing that for you guys.
Thank you so much for coming on to the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for listening to the report card. Be sure to tune in next week as I talk with Officer Pete. Remember, you can see updates by subscribing to CHS Soundbox on YouTube. See you next time.